Well, after a pretty disastrous season that saw them miss the playoffs, the Browns moved on from Baker Mayfield and traded for Deshaun Watson. Clearly an upgrade, but how many games is Watson going to miss? A potential suspension looming over his first season with the Browns. They also went out, traded for Amari Cooper. They signed Denzel Ward, their cornerback, to a 5-year, $100 million extension. They did lose Jarvis Landry when they released him. They drafted wide receiver out of Purdue in David Bell in the third round, number 99 overall. Let's get Will Brinson in here, host of the Pick Six podcast. We're talking position battles to watch in the AFC North. Let's start with the Browns, and Will, you're looking to that wide receiver position.
I tell you what, Chris, when you look at the... Sorry,
Amanda told me you were fired up.
I am pretty fired up. I'm drinking some cold brew, counting down the minutes so I can crack a beer and get ready for this Canes game tonight. Hope to take down those horrendous Bruins. At any rate, I'm going to go slot wide receiver here. I think it's kind of interesting. You could look at defensive tackle potentially, and maybe that second edge position. They traded for Chase Winovich this offseason. But I think slot wide receiver is really fascinating to look at, not just from a micro positional battle perspective, but from a macro standpoint on what the Browns are reportedly doing this offseason, which is completely reworking their offense to go from a Baker Mayfield run-centric offense to a Deshaun Watson's here. We're going to wing it around a little bit more. Maybe operate with more wide receivers on the field and less in those tight end heavy formations. And I think the biggest matchup maybe to watch is rookie David Bell, who was drafted, versus Jakeem Grant. Maybe throw Juwan Mims in there as well. If we're going to have more 3 wide receiver sets from the Browns, it's going to be imperative that they get these guys out there. And I think you could see a lot of utilization of these guys in short yardage areas, maybe stretch the field sometimes, but get them the ball in space and see what they can do. Bell is a guy they used an early round pick on and could very well slot in as the starting slot wide receiver when they release that depth chart.
Yeah, he has some huge.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.